The Preventative Hoover. Watch the Narcissist Stop You Leaving. Part 1. Hello, I'm H.G. Tudor. Those of you who are familiar with my work know that the narcissist requires the prime aims. The most important aspects of that are control and fuel. The narcissist is hypersensitive to threats to control because of the way that the narcissist was created from a lack of control environment. The narcissist is finely attuned to detecting your behaviors, your reactions, the things that you say, the things that you do, the things you don't say, the things that you don't do, and interpret it through the distortion field of the narcissism with regard to the issue of control. Are you under control, or are you not? Are you threatening that control? When the narcissist is interacting with another person, and interaction is quite an elastic concept, ranging from the narcissist thinking about you, to the narcissist being in your physical presence, to texting you, to walking towards you. There are lots of different forms of interaction. There, the narcissist must ensure that you're under control, that you're brought under control, and if you're threatening control, that threat is nullified. The narcissist, in effect, has 3 bites of the cherry through the 3 assertions of control. And if you aren't familiar with what those are, you really must go to the Knowledge Vault and obtain the 3 assertions of control. That's foundation-level material that you need to have to enable you to understand about narcissists and narcissism. If you are contemplating ending the relationship with the narcissist, if you, for instance, are about to walk away from the narcissist, if your behaviours are signalling to the narcissist that all is not well and that there are problems in the relationship which might lead to its demise, then you may well find yourself subjected to what is known as the Preventative Hoover. The Hoover is essentially a means by which the narcissist interacts with you in order to get one or more of the prime aims. Chiefly, it's deployed to control you and, invariably, to draw fuel from you. But it can also be used for the purpose of character traits and residual benefits. The Hoover takes many forms. Ringing you up's a Hoover. Coming to your house is hoovering you. Sending you flowers is hoovering you. Putting messages about you on social media is hoovering you. Standing outside your house and staring in through the window is hoovering you. Driving past your apartment is hoovering you. Sending a friend or a family member to speak to you about us is hoovering you by proxy. Throwing a brick through your window is hoovering you. There are lots of different hoovers in terms of the form that they take, and there are different types of hoovers: seductive hoovers, follow-up hoovers, benign hoovers, malign hoovers, the initial grand hoover, and also the preventative hoover. The preventative hoover is deployed by a narcissist as part of keeping you under control and, chiefly, to keep you in the relationship. If you will, there are 2 layers of control. The first is the control in the moment. So, for instance, if you're arguing with the narcissist, you're not under control, the narcissist needs to nullify that threat. But you also are controlled by being in the relationship with the narcissist. And where you say something, for instance, this relationship's over, or I'm leaving, or even if you're not as explicit as that, your body language, your facial expression, some of the things that you've said can certainly cause the narcissist to perceive that the relationship is under threat, and therefore a preventative hoover has to be issued to prevent you from leaving the relationship. The preventative hoover might be a pity play. I can't live without you. If you leave, I'll kill myself, incorporating a suicide threat. In some instances, it might be done with charm. Now, what's all this talk about ending things? Come now, Sit next to me and tell me, you really don't want that to happen, do you? Look at everything that we've built up together. Do you really want all of that to be thrown away? In some instances, it could be done in a seductive way, where the narcissist starts to kiss you, to try to take you to bed. And believe me, that can often work. In other instances, it might be done utilizing threat. If you leave me, I'll. In other instances, it can be a physical hoover, grabbing hold of you, stopping you exiting a property, taking, for instance, your passport and tearing it up or stealing it. There are lots of different ways that the narcissist will seek to issue a preventative hoover, and the preventative hoover can go on over a period of time, consisting of various different constituent parts, and it can change its nature. So in some instances, a narcissist might start off with a charming preventative hoover, cycling through to a pity play, and then moving on to threat. You'll often find that with mid-range narcissists. What I have for you here is another installment in the series of Watch the Narcissist in Action, where you will witness an interaction between a male narcissist and a female victim, whereby she is on the cusp of leaving him, which is a clear signal to the narcissist that his control is being threatened, and therefore he responds in an appropriate fashion for him to prevent that from happening by issuing a preventative hoover. You'll see from the very opening moment the very strong signal which suggests that this relationship is on the cusp of its demise, and then you'll be able to see and listen to the exchange between narcissist and victim to learn more about the interaction and more about the way that the preventative hoover is utilized alongside other aspects of the narcissistic dynamic. An excellent teaching tool which marries real-life examples with my unrivaled breakdown. Here comes the footage.
Gave up my entire fucking life.
Why didn't you help me?
And my kids.
Like what? No, stop.
And I'm selfish.
Stop saying this fucking bullshit. You keep fueling it up.
Stop yelling at
Well,
me.
quit fueling the situation up. Quit talking like that, man.
So you're just right and I'm always wrong?
Do you not fucking listen to what I say? I take the full blame.
So what do you want me to
Quit
do?
fueling the fucking fire. You got to stop. You got to stop. If you care about me, if you really care about me, you will stop fucking antagonizing me. You will try to help me instead of fucking push me away.
I'm not trying to push you away.
But you're doing that.
I'm asking you to stop yelling. Stop.
I'll stop yelling. I'll stop yelling. What have I done lately? I fucking have not done nothing since I come back and talk to you.
All right. So what do you want from me? What do you want me to do to help you?
This is just a mental mindfuck dealing with you, man. Like, you see we not good for each other?
Then that's fine.
I'm trying to make it, I try to make it right, but like, as fucked up as I am, so are you. Like,
then that's fine.
What are we gonna do? What do you want to do? Because I can't do this for the rest of my life. I'm gonna end up going crazy off the deep end and fucking killing myself. I'm gonna fucking kill you. I'm fucking tired of your shit, man. And I'm tired of the way you make me act towards you. And you don't deserve. You don't deserve. No, stop.
Leave me alone.
You see, man, like,
I can't believe you say that.
because this is not.
That's not
Look,
normal.
I know it's not. Well, I don't know what else to get your attention because you ain't hear me. You ain't hear.
Threatening to kill me is not a good way of doing it.
Not being able to talk and express myself because you always got to get the word in. You don't hear nothing else, man. When I say something serious, then it snaps you to attention. You know I'm not like that, so goddamn chill. But you won't hear nothing
I
else,
want to
man.
go in the living room, please.
Go ahead. I'm not gonna fucking kill you. But serious fucking dumb shit like that fucking get your attention. You don't hear nothing else.
You know what? Like I said, you're not happy in this life. I'll make other arrangements. I can't change who I am. And if I've made your life so hard, and I'm just a selfish fucking person, then you deserve better.
We both do.
So
we both do,
that's fine. Then we need
Ain't
to
nobody
just...
saying that I just do, you do.
Then we need to just end it, and that's it.
Alright. I'm really man, kill you, man. I'm just fucking... Man. You say keywords like that, your ass wake up, man. You understand what the fuck I'm trying to say? Like, I get so belligerent, I can't even think. Like, you fuel me the fuck up, man. Like, I don't even know how to feel.
I've been hiding in the bedroom. I haven't said anything to you.
Why do you say shit that don't matter? Like, I don't know you've been hiding in there? Okay. Yo, from the bottom of my heart, I care about you a hell of a lot. I do. And I will love you. I always will, but, man, you know, sometimes it ain't meant to be.
Just take everything and go to Eddie's, and I will just grab my things, get him to come and pick you up, and I'll leave tomorrow.
All right.
Okay, that's the first part of the interaction. You can see the open suitcase, which is a firm signal that the victim is preparing to leave the place that she resides with the narcissist partner. The victim has conveyed that the relationship is over, and you can tell that she is upset. The fact that she has said that the relationship is over and is there with the case ready to pack it is a very clear signal to the narcissist that the relationship is under threat. She, the intimate partner primary source, who is called K, naturally will create a huge hole in his fuel matrix by leaving. This is a considerable concern to the narcissist. Although, of course, he doesn't think about in terms of fuel in the way that I describe it, his narcissism, as that background app, is fully aware of the risks that are posed by the loss of the intimate partner primary source from his fuel matrix. The vast majority of his fuel will come from her, and therefore it will be a disaster if she departs. Accordingly, the narcissism motivates the narcissist, who is called John, to assert control through a preventative Hoover. The victim starts up by saying, "I gave up my entire fucking life." Immediately, the narcissist interrupts, poor boundary recognition, with, "Why can't you help me?" Immediately, the focus is all about him. She continues, "And my kids?" "No, stop," he says. "And I'm selfish?" she questions. She begins to cry. Her tears, albeit negative fuel, are negative challenge fuel because they're suggesting that he has done something wrong. He therefore needs to nullify that threat to control as part of his preventative Hoover by stating, "Stop saying this fucking bullshit. You keep fueling it up." Now understand, he's not referencing fueling it up in the sense of the way that I talk about fuel. What he's suggesting is, you keep making things difficult. You're the one that is exacerbating matters. "Stop yelling at me," instructs the victim. Threat to control. "Then quit fueling the situation up," he responds. "Quit talking like that, man." The victim responds, "So you're just always right and I'm always wrong." The suggestion that that's the case threatens the narcissist's need for control and results in him saying in a menacing tone, "Do you not fucking listen to what I say? I take the full blame. That, of course, is a false admission of accountability. The victim asks, so what do you want me to do? He responds, quit fueling the fucking fire. You got to stop. You got to stop. If you care about me, if you really care about me, you will stop fucking antagonizing me. You will try to help me instead of fucking pushing me away. Notice the blame shifting that's going on here and the utilization of guilt as a form of manipulation. If you care about me, therefore he's calling into question her feelings for him. And you're the one that's antagonizing me. Blame shifting. If you care, you try to help me instead of fucking pushing me away. Notice that although she's the one that is suggesting the relationship is over, he says, you're the one that's pushing me away. The typical response of a narcissist who cannot accept that somebody would leave them, and therefore it has to be brought back within the gift of the narcissist. It's along similar lines whereby somebody escapes from the narcissist, but the narcissist goes around telling everybody else that they were the one that ended the relationship, which is of course being done to save face and nullify the threat to control. The victim responds with more challenge fuel. I'm not trying to push you away. He says that she is, but you're doing that. I'm asking you to stop yelling, stop throwing things. The narcissist replies, I stopped yelling. I stopped yelling. What have I thrown lately? Notice the subtle shift that evidently he's thrown things in the past, but he's now focusing on the recent period where nothing has been thrown, moving the goalposts. I fucking have not thrown nothing since I came back and talked to you. The victim replies, all right, so what do you want from me? What do you want me to do to help you? The fact that she keeps questioning him, asking questions, asking him to set out what should be done, is regarded by him as antagonistic because his narcissism causes him to believe that she should know already what's required because he's the center of the universe and therefore all of his needs should already be anticipated by her. And the fact that she keeps asking him, what do you want from me, reinforces the fact that she's a treacherous appliance. Anybody else might think, okay, well, she's opening up about wanting to understand what she needs to do. I'll tell her. But not this narcissist. No, she ought to know already. And the fact that she doesn't just reinforces in his mind that she's difficult and awkward and that she's taking the piss. And it causes him to then state, this is just a mental mind fuck. Damn on at you, man. Like you saying we not good for each other. The victim replies, and that's fine. The narcissist states, I try to make it right. Demonstrating that he is essentially a good person. But like as fucked up as I am, so are you. False admission. Projection. The victim replies, and that's fine. The narcissist then poses the question, what are we going to do? What do you want to do? Because I can't do this for the rest of my life. I'm going to end up going crazy off the deep end and fucking killing myself, threat, or I'm going to fucking kill you, threat. I'm fucking tired of your shit, man, insult, and I'm tired of the way you make me act towards you. There is a classic narcissist's line that you'll find amongst lesser and mid-range narcissists. You made me. You made me have an affair. You made me shout at you. You made me hit you. You make me act the way I do towards you. Blame shifting. And you don't deserve. You don't deserve. It's unclear what the victim then does, but he says, no, stop. The victim, clearly still upset, begins to cry and says, leave me alone. This exasperates the narcissist. He sighs and says, you see, man, like... The victim replies, I can't believe you would say that. The narcissist, because I'm fucking... This is not. The victim replies, that's not normal. The narcissist raises his voice. I know it's not, but I don't know what else to get your attention because you ain't hearing me when you ain't hearing me. Again, this is your fault. I've issued a threat to kill you. You made me issue that threat because you don't listen to me, and therefore I have to say something like this in order to get your attention. The victim replies, threatening to kill me is not a good way of doing it. The narcissist answers, not being able to talk and express myself because you always got to get the word in. Again, it's your fault. I'm not allowed to say what I want. Sense of entitlement. You prevent me from doing so. You don't hear nothing else, man. When I say something serious, then it snaps you to attention. You know I'm not like that. So goddamn chill, but you won't hear nothing else, man. The victim, I want to go in the living room, please. Notice, this is her home too. But she's been put in such a situation that she is asking permission to go into another room. That's the level of control that she's been conditioned to. And the narcissist replies, go ahead, I'm not going to fucking kill you. But serious fucking dumb shit like that gets your fucking attention. You don't hear nothing else. Again, reiterating that it's her fault that made him say this. The victim replies, you know what? Like I said, you're not happy and that's fine. I'll make other arrangements. I can't change who I am. And if I've made your life so hard and I'm just a selfish fucking person and you deserve better. Again, conditioned to believing that she has made his life so hard and that she's just selfish, etc. The narcissist interjects, we both do. So, we both do, all right? That's fine, she says. Then we just need to... The narcissist replies, ain't nobody saying that I just do, you do. Playing the martyr to an extent by suggesting that it should be about her having something better. She then states, then we need to just end it and that's it. That, of course, is a threat to control, to talk about ending the relationship. The narcissist mutters to himself, all right, fucker, all right. Really, man, I'm kidding you, man, I'm just fucking, man. You said key words like that, and your ass wake up, man. You understand what the fuck I'm trying to say, he sighs, I get so belligerent I can't even think, like you fuel me the fuck up, man, like I don't even know how to feel. He's relatively inarticulate, but his narcissism recognizes that with her saying that she's going to end the relationship, that this is going to be a problem, and therefore he tries to backtrack, but in doing so continues to blame her. I've been hiding in the bedroom, I haven't said anything to you, she points out, which again would be challenge fuel. That gets to him, and he raises his voice saying, why do you say shit that don't matter? Like I don't know that you've been hiding in there? Yo, from the bottom of my heart, I care about you a hell of a lot. I do, and I will love you. I always will. But man, you know, sometimes it ain't meant to be. This showing the inherent contradictions of the narcissist, whereby, of course, if he really did truly love her, they wouldn't be in the situation that they were in. The victim states, just take everything and go to Eddie's and I will just grab my things. Get him to come and pick you up and I'll leave tomorrow. Again, she's adamant on the relationship ending. The narcissist responds, all right, seemingly agreeing with this course of action. This part ends there, but we're going to see in the second part as to, does he allow her to go? Does he accept this cessation as she suggested, or does he do something else? Join me there.